This Saturday, February 3rd, marks 1 year since the toxic train derailment that upended a village in Columbiana County.
Now, many people weren't familiar with East Palestine before the incident, and some locals say the reason why they know now is not a positive one. Our Laura Queso kicks off our special coverage.
There are many questions, many answers, and many unknowns when it comes to the future of East Palestine. And tonight, we are hearing from a doctor who tells me it's simple. His village is being fed lies.
It's a beautiful, quaint little town, very quiet.
Until it wasn't. February 3rd, 2023, everything changed when this Norfolk Southern train carrying toxic chemicals derailed. A controlled burn followed. Here's what the site looks like today, a new railroad track over the old one.
On February 3rd, this was just a ball of fire. It went down in a straight line, smoke everywhere. It was just an orange covered sky covering the trees and the buildings.
And this community, including local chiropractor Dr. Tsai, was told to evacuate. He sought answers in the aftermath.
They spilled not only vinyl chloride, but 60,000 gallons of benzene, which is a class 1 carcinogen. There were hundreds of thousands of gallons of chemicals spilled into our land, into our waterways, and then subsequently burned into our air.
Since the derailment, consultants hired by Norfolk Southern and the EPA collect samples in accordance with the EPA approval and send to EPA-approved labs. They test for 16 chemicals. A spokesman with the Ohio EPA tells me sampling results from the past several months have been non-detect for chemicals related to the spill. They say testing is done monthly. Ohio's EPA Director Ann Vogel visited East Palestine within the last week.
We don't see any chemical of concern that is at such levels that there would be a human health risk in the creeks. So we're not worried that there's exposure, that it's getting into the air, anything like that. And we have, more than 1 million data points on air quality monitoring to ensure that that's the case.
My sense is that the EPA has lied to us. If I give you a glass of water with poison on the bottom and it sinks to the bottom, but there's clean water on the top, are you going to drink from it? When I walk through those creeks and I stir up the sediment and the poisonous toxins come up around my feet, it's not clean.
He says this happened on Christmas Day. Dr. Tsai took this picture in one of the local creeks about 2 miles from the crash site. And he says the chemicals just keep showing up.
Look at this. Look.
Dr. Tsai says his independent testing of volatile organic compounds showed double the amount of benzene, among other chemicals he says would cause burning mucous membranes and sore throats.
You don't want to touch it. You don't want your kids in those creeks. You do not want to ingest it.
But he's trying to shape what does. 7 weeks ago, he decided to run for Congress for the 6th District.
I am fed up. The people of East Palestine are fed up. And I believe the people of District 6 and the entire nation are fed up.
He's running for Republican Bill Johnson's seat. Johnson stepped down as congressman in January to start his job as president of Youngstown State University.
I will never shut up about what happened here, but I'll take care of the whole district. The first thing I do is what I've been begging for. I've been begging for no or low interest loans that don't have to be paid back until the people sell their property. I'm going to push for that. And I'm going to get the people out of here that want to get out.
Laura Queso, 3 News.